Okay, so we just finished doing our end of season stuff for dark season. So we are beginning storm season. Now there's a couple things about storm season. The first is the last 3 weeks of storm season is the Great Hunt, which y'all know that Subutai wants to go and do. That's his holy time. His high holy day is during the Great Hunt. Plus he wants to get the a new Shadow Cat. Now he's not here, so we can't talk too much about that. But I learned recently that you don't buy Shadow Cats. Shadow Cats or A-Lynxes choose the hunter that they pair up with. So I've got that kind of on the back burner on how I'm going to make that happen. Also, during this season, movement week of storm season is the tribal assembly, which is not really a festival, but it kind of is. All the different clans will come together just outside of Clearwine, and it'll be kind of like a festival because all the people are there and they're doing stuff, but it's to get all the clans to come and deal with legal issues and that sort of thing.
Brian?
Yes.
Can I invite the fan chief of Famous Bell to come?
You cannot.
Send him a letter?
But you could
okay.
ask the Queen to invite him.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I will do that.
Okay. So we have 5 weeks of storm season before the tribal assembly. There's a couple of ways that we can deal with this. One is that we don't really do anything. In which case, we go ahead and do end of season phase again and run into the tribal assembly. Or metagaming, if you want, I can have something happen.
Well, I enjoy things happening.
Okay.
But this is a vote, right? So I would vote for. Let's go to the thing.
I do not get a strong preference one way or the other. So if that's what Bruce would like to do, that's cool with me.
What's the thing?
You don't know.
It's the tribal gathering. We're gonna go and enjoy the festivities.
Do something during the first 3 weeks.
Something before then is what I think you just said.
Yeah, and Bruce is trying to just walk around that.
Clarify.
Okay, so on Water Day of Death Week.
In storm season. Yeah, I'm looking at the calendar here, so I'm trying to figure out.
Each of you have a runner coming to your home. The chieftain, Baranthos, is summoning you.
All right.
Now, some of you live in town. Excuse me, holy cow. Some of you live in Clearwine, but Angrilar does not. He's in a village outside.
Mm-hmm. On my hacienda. Next to the water.
Yep, that's right. Next to the water.
Oh, I will hurriedly get dressed and jump on my riding horse. Clippity clop up.
Okay, well, it's not too far because it's just down the hill kind of thing.
Oh.
So everybody's coming, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so
I'm in the barracks in the earth campus.
That's right, right outside the front gates.
It's relatively.
Oh, it went backwards. You gotta wonder sometimes about printers. That's why I was not recording. Interesting. Can I pull it up though? Other screen. Okay, let's pause that. And it's not there.
What are we looking for?
You don't know. Hold on 1 second, guys. Sorry.
Oh, okay. It's actually 3 screens from you.
Technology is kicking our ass. These are the right ones. Okay. So as I change glasses and mice or mouses, why did it not open?
Niece.
There we go. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? There it is. Okay, that looks wrong. There it is. Okay. Once you are all gathered at the chieftain's hall, he will say that we have been summoned to see the queen.
Cool. The queen.
And so he and a couple of his thanes will escort and lead everyone up to the tribal hall. Where there's a bunch of side conversations and things going on. But once you get there, Baranthos you get introduced into the Queen's presence. She will say, Baranthos, I see you got them all.
Agricultural obeisance.
And she will turn to a gentleman and ask, are these the ones that you were looking for? And you will recognize this person as one of the clan circle from the Nemolding clan.
Oh. Okay.
And he will say, yes. May we impose upon them for this issue. To which she will turn to Baranthos and say, are they available for a mission? And he'll look at you guys. Does anybody give him any kind of weird looks?
I'm always ready for a mission if it involves killing the enemies of my goddess. Or killing the enemies of the earth, I guess I should say.
It's chaos. You want to kill chaos.
Okay. So we'll say, of course, my queen. And then she will then turn to the molding emissary and say, tell them your tale. And he will say that for the last few weeks, there has been a disturbance in their village of Fairfield, or Farfield. There is a monster that has been terrorizing the village. They have sent warriors to investigate, but they have died. And they would be very grateful if you, the great warriors of the Ernaldorian clan, would come and investigate and save their village.
I'm all up for it. I'll actually be very enthusiastic about this. I want to go kill this monster. Actually, I'm going to go kill this monster, is what I say. I suggest you come with me.
This monster sounds like an enemy of the earth. I shall join you.
Awesome.
You're muted, Pete.
I'm not there. I was going to simply ask, do we have any description of this monster? What do we know of this thing?
It is huge and noisy. It comes tearing, they believe, out of the lake. But no one who has seen it has survived.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Waterfront.
liking this already.
I like waterfront already.
That's right.
Maybe I'll just take a dip, hold my breath. I think I can breathe underwater.
That's awesome.
Wait, you can breathe in the water.
Okay.
This monster despoils the water. Let's kill it. Or charm it.
Nah, kill it.
Okay. At that, the emissary
Then I'm gonna kill it.
will say, excellent. I shall show you the way to the village. How much time do you need to prepare?
Very well. 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
No, I'm kidding.
Always when we're back in 2 weeks, right? Big ceremony is movement week,
Yes.
and this is the 16th, so that would be somewhere in there. Huh?
Yeah, I may actually have to change it.
The Great Hunt. The Great Hunt starts on the 36th.
Let's go and deal with this threat and be back in time for the Great Hunt.
Storm season. That makes sense. I guess I have a minor holy day on the 37th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just need to change this to Wild Day of Death Week. It's the 20th. Okay. So, be ready in about an hour kind of thing? You
Yeah.
just need to
Yeah.
gather up your stuff
Gear.
and gear and weapons and armor and
Yeah.
mount out. Okay, he will
Yep.
take you to is that oops, wrong mouse. I hate when I do
The life of a gamer, Dad. Multiple mouses.
that.
Can't keep track of them. Come on.
Well, I've got multiple screens, that's the problem. There we go. Now I can see it. Okay, so if you click on the map with the red lines on it that shows all the different clans, clan boundaries,
So
Red lines?
black line.
Black line?
black lines. You see that?
Black lines. Yeah.
Is my mouse showing by chance?
No.
No.
Not
I
right.
don't see it. Is it hovering over Clearwine?
Here we go. How about now?
Down all the way to the bottom.
I see it now, yeah.
Now it's
Yes, I see it.
Okay.
Covering by clear
Yep.
wine.
So here's where we are at Clearwine. We will take the Trader's Road to Far Vine, and then take trails through the mountains, I don't know what they're called, up towards Fair Jowl, and we're going to end up going back to the Dog Rat Valley, where the boy was.
Oh, really?
Yes.
In a moment.
Okay, so if I pull this map up, is that the right one or is there another one? Here we go. I am going to share this screen. Is it going to work? Okay. That's not what I want. This is what I want.
Ooh.
Okay, can everybody pull that map up?
is it different?
Fairfield and Drakemere.
Yes, it is different.
I don't see anything.
No, I don't see it.
If you go
Let's
to the
try.
sidebar, where's my mouse? There we go. And scroll
Okay, I
down.
found it. Yeah, I had to. It didn't show up until I clicked on it. I had a blank thing.
Yeah.
And when I clicked on the blank thing, it came up.
I am overloading my other laptop. It's not cooperating. Everybody can see Farfield and Drakemere, correct?
No.
Yes.
Okay. So as you come up,
I'm gonna come and stand up closer.
Yeah, we need to zoom a little bit.
you'll be coming up
Oh, Redbeard's on the map too.
Okay, ducks.
yes. And as you come up alongside the river on the east side, oop, something happened.
Yeah.
It's loading.
I am overtaxing my laptop. That is a shame. Oh, shoot. I can't even see it.
Oops.
Okay, did it come back?
Ryan's RQG.
Yep.
It's loading.
There you
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Anyway, we're coming up alongside the river and we get to the village of Farfield. How long is it going to take? What happened here? Maybe it's just too much for my stuff. That's what I get for trying to record. Oh, it's a Restra. I lost a Restra's picture.
Still see me. Huh.
There's the map.
Okay. That's what I'm looking for. There we go. Okay.
I hate to ask you to zoom in.
So
Exactly.
you're traveling past the Dragonoot plinth there, number 6, up to Farfield, which is number 1. That's the village. Also in this area is the Duck Village, number 2, and Drakemere, which is the lake, number 3.
6, there's 1. Okay.
Here is the village of Farfield. And he will take you to the New Stone Tavern.
Number 1.
Yep.
1. Okay.
Now,
Big building.
unfortunately, I'm going to have to shut this off because I've got to go through the text.
Okay.
Because when I went to print it off, for some reason it didn't print those first few pages. Okay, so
Okay. At least we have an idea. We have an idea of what we're talking about now.
Yep.
A U-shaped tavern.
Yeah, there's a stone tavern, there's a red smith, which is a bronze smith, a burial ground, and then the road to Drakemere.
1, 2. Stream closed.
Okay. So he takes you to the tavern. The tavern keeper, his name is Jorgrin. He's a typical tavern keeper, jolly, talkative kind of guy, right? He's kind of the unofficial head here in the hamlet. What sorts of questions do you want to ask? There are a few villagers in here.
Where's
Obviously,
the monster?
Jorgrin is, and then the clan circle guys here as well.
Oh, just get to find out what kind of general mayhem's been happening around here.
Right. And where has it been happening?
We heard rumors of something down by the lake? Question mark.
Yes, all of the attacks have happened down by the lake.
Have there been any survivors?
No. The first victim was a woman named Bera. She's watching over a small herd of sheep. The second victim was a stable hand who was going home from the tavern. And the third victim was Xanareth, a farmer. He said that he was going to confront the monster, which is why he was out.
Mm-hmm.
And
Do we know when
later warriors came by?
Sorry, what was that?
I said, and then later clan warriors came by and they failed?
Yes.
At least that's what we were told.
Mhm. Yeah, the clan chieftain has sent 2 warriors to investigate.
and what happened to them?
They were dead, all mangled like all the rest.
okay, that answers my first question was that what condition were they? The dead people found in. So the answer is all mangled.
Yep, all mangled. And there was even some weeds that had been embedded in their wounds.
Weeds.
Yeah.
Can we see the bodies? Where are they?
No, they all been burned.
What?
That's proper Lanthy burial procedures. You don't want them coming back.
Like how soon do they burn the bodies? Like after death?
Well, it depends. I mean, it's just a village. They would have burned them the next day, kind of thing.
Where did these?
They were all humans that had the ducks from the duck village down by the lake had any problems with this monster?
None of the ducks have been killed, no.
Okay.
When did these events occur? Did they all happen at night? Did they all happen at day?
They all happened at night.
When?
And they've also been happening the night of Wild Day.
Wait, how long has this been going on?
For what,
At least
4
4
weeks?
weeks.
4 weeks.
Ah,
Wild Day.
that's
I'm
important.
guessing it only happens on Wild Day.
When's the next wild day?
Today-
what day is
today
it
is
now?
Wild
Where
Day.
are we?
So it should happen tonight.
So we should expect. So we should expect to see something at night.
Yeah.
Yes, we should prepare.
So are we in Are we in fertility week? Did it take us a week to get here?
No, it's Death Week. It just took you a few hours.
Oh, it only took a few hours?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, very close. Okay.
So,
Well, it started 4 weeks ago. So what was happening 4 weeks ago? Did any visitors pass through town? Uh, were there any lunars reported?
Excuse me. Go ahead and make an intelligence times 5 roll.
What's my intelligence? The I made it, just barely.
Okay. Well, you recall that you guys were dealing with the Clan Whiter 2 weeks before their first known attack. And a week before that is when the Lunar Sorcerer had gone through Red Bell. And you guys had run into a lunar patrol when you found the boy.
So that was all 2 weeks ago.
Well, 2 weeks before, well, 2, 3, 4, well, 5 weeks total.
Oh. So so we know that they were in this valley 5 weeks ago.
right
Or my-
before that started happening, it sounds like those dastardly lunars again.
So I'm going to ask. 5 to 4 weeks ago, did any strangers come through town?
Anybody seen any lunars around then? To be more specific.
They have not seen any lunars in this village.
How about, all right, how about travelers? Any travelers?
Not recently, no. They're kind of tucked up in the valley. They don't really get a lot
Not
of traffic.
recently. Okay, so they're saying no travelers in the time frame we're asking about. Is that right?
That's right. But someone will say things were fine until those ducks moved into the area.
Really? And this thing isn't bothering the ducks. When did the ducks move in?
I'm looking, I don't know. Hold on.
And this is Jorgrin that's telling us that this is what's happened, or is it someone else that's in there?
Um, there are other folks there. Like that comment about the ducks came from somebody else, one of the villagers.
Mhm.
But generally between Jorgen and the clan circle guy, that's where most of the information is coming from.
Okay.
Well, should we go down to the lake and investigate?
I think, yes, I think we need to talk to the ducks as
The
well.
villagers will
But
ask
I'd
about.
also like to know,
Go ahead.
when did the ducks move in? Do we know?
That's what I'm looking for. See if I can find it. The villagers are very concerned and they want help, setting up defenses for the village.
Why has the monster actually come into the village?
It
I thought
it
all of
has
the
ridden through the village. Yes, they could hear rattling and the pounding and excuse me, the vibrations through the floors in the houses. It's monstrous.
wow.
But nobody's seen it?
No, they're all villagers. Once the noises start, they hide.
Only the victims.
Yeah.
Okay,
The
so
ducks moved in
we're
shortly
anticipating.
after you guys healed the clan spirit.
Well, that was 2 weeks ago.
Well, a total of
So
5 weeks ago.
That's interesting.
okay, I'm confused.
We are in week 3 of
So,
storm season. You
all
you
right.
guys were with the boy and Famous Bell and all that during movement week of dark season. So there's 2 more weeks of dark season, and then 3 weeks of storm season have passed. And of those 5 weeks, 4 have had deaths.
Okay. So, do I understand correctly that the ducks arrived 5 weeks ago?
About, yeah,
Okay. And do I understand that people started dying 4 weeks ago?
that is correct.
All right. So, a week after the ducks got here. All right.
And one of the villagers say, "See, see."
All right. And what's happened between, um, you know, has there been any altercations with the ducks?
Well, no, they pretty much keep to themselves.
Okay. So, if I understand this correctly, what we're hearing is that there have been no travelers in 5 to 4 weeks ago. The ducks show up, and a week later, this monstrous thing starts attacking the village and killing people.
Yes. Yeah, that sounds about right.
All right. So, and nothing. Okay. And we're expecting it to be here tonight. Is
Yes,
that
yes,
right?
we must set up defenses, protect the village. Can you help us with that?
So, what time is it now? me rephrase my question. Do we have enough time to go down and visit with the ducks and get back in time to do some kind of defensive work?
Probably not for defensive works for the whole village. No, that will take time.
All right. I would suggest we split the party. Let's have some people stay here and work on. We don't know what this thing is, so what kind of defenses are we talking about?
Oh, maybe we could make some traps, or we could make fortifications.
Is this something that my battle skill could help me direct?
Yes.
Okay.
Same for me.
I volunteer to stay behind and make use of my mastery of my battle to erect appropriate defenses based on whatever material is at hand.
That's the battle skill.
Yep. Uh-huh.
Yeah, no, mine's not
I
too
have
bad.
a 96, so I'm fairly.
You're a 96?
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
So I suggest a couple people stay here and work on that, and a couple others go and visit the ducks. Whoever's going to go and visit the ducks needs to be diplomatic.
Yeah, I was going to say you and Ingrilwar seem to be the
Oxy types. All right. Does that sound good to you, Angrilar?
Sure.
I want to go where the beast is. So
Well, he's coming to the
He'll be
village.
coming to the village,
So
yeah.
if you stay here, we'll come to you.
Yeah,
All
if
right.
you set up an
I'm gonna
ambush
kill that
site.
thing.
yeah.
Yeah, you and the rest of
Yeah, the two of us will sit here and get ready to kill it while the two of them go to talk to the duck. I think that sounds
Well,
like
you
a good.
also have Subutai.
Okay.
Or did Subutai? I was going to say, or maybe Subutai didn't come with us. He's back. He's hunting. He's hunting or something and wasn't available.
That's good.
Well, we're not going to be gone long. We'll be back before nightfall. But I don't want to be out there at night alone.
Okay, so
I'll be with you.
Vostor. What's your battle skill? It is Vostor, isn't it? Oh, Sandor.
Oh, Voskendor.
Voskendor.
There you go. Okay, yeah. I was like,
Is that me? Is that me?
I was waiting for a signal. Okay, yeah. What were you saying?
Battle, your battle skill.
Oh, my battle skill. It's pretty decent. It's 55.
Okay, you and Arestra can both make a battle skill roll.
Oh, nice.
Oh my gosh. I barely succeed, but I do succeed.
Okay. Check mark.
I got a 30. I got a 32, so I succeed.
Okay. So you guys are helping set up fortifications, putting patrols, trying to set up like a listening post kind of thing with the villagers, or getting them organized. Okay. Lars and Engrular.
Make some barricades.
Yep,
Things
exactly.
like
They
that.
got some wagons and stuff like that. Maybe some furniture you can use.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Good.
Okay, Lars and Engrular.
Duck, duck, duck. Do we know any customs about ducks or lore about ducks?
I know how to make Peking duck.
Not around here, you don't. Do you have?
You give them a monocular.
No, there's that lore
They're
skill.
peeking.
What's it called? Elder race lore.
Elder race lore. So that's. I got some, not much. Nope. Can't think of anything right now.
Lars?
I don't. Oh, nope.
Okay. So as you guys move closer, in fact, do you want to see the map again? I think I can pull it up now. I'm done with most of that other stuff. Did I go too far? No, there. No, that's the village. I need the area. There it is.
You can leave the light on.
Okay. There's the village again. Or the area, rather.
So this looks like it's really close. I don't know what. Oh, it's
5
5
kilometers? Yeah,
kilometers.
about.
Okay.
From what to what?
From the village
From
to the ducks.
Fairfield to the Ducks.
What are you looking at?
There's a scale at the bottom.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I don't see any map.
It's in the Runequest Brian's RQG. If you just click on the
If you scroll
Brian's
on
RQG.
the side, it'll bring up the other windows.
Well, all I get is your little globe. I see the map of the tribal
It's
area.
below the globe.
Guess I have to watch the stream.
Oh, you've got 2 Brian RQGs. I see.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
So
watch the stream.
Yeah, watch the screen.
there's one that's got a little camera icon.
So I see what you say. It's a little over 5
Yeah.
kilometers, and a third of the way around the lake is the duck village.
Yeah. And
Oh,
we're starting at Fairfield, which is number 1 on the map.
there's actually some buildings on the lake. Okay.
Well, the village is right there on
Okay.
the edge of the lake. Yep. Okay.
So we'll going through the hills. How long is that going to take us to get over there?
About an hour?
Actually, let me rephrase my question. Okay. Um, we don't want to spend. We want to get back to Fairfield before nightfall. How much time do we have in the village once we get there?
Well, it's storm season, so daylight is short. Um, where's my map?
The Dog Rat Valley. Oh, okay. A plinth.
So my point is, if we've only got 10 minutes, we're not. I'm not going. If,
Right, yeah.
if we've got at least an hour, what?
Yeah, I'm just figuring it out.
Okay.
Normally I have this stuff figured out ahead of time, but
Hey, Bruce, I'm going to just step away for a minute or two. So press on if we have any questions. Or did we lose Bruce? There's Bruce. All right. I'll be right back.
Well, let's say it's going to take more than a day to get there, so we'll assume you got there in the morning. So you've got,
Perfect.
a few hours, yeah.
Okay. So yeah, let's go talk to the ducks.
Okay. As you get along the edge of the lake there and get closer to the village, you will see a a small retinue of ducks with their apparent leader out in front.
Really? They're waiting for us?
Well, somebody saw you coming up as they're coming out to confront you.
Okay. So as I see that they're coming towards us at some distance, I'm gonna wave, in a friendly manner.
Wrong glasses. That's why I can't read very well. Okay, there we go. That's better. He'll, once you get within speaking range, he'll stop and say, "Hail, strangers, you are not from the village."
That is correct.
Why have you come?
We've been asked to investigate some uh, strange happenings. Um, and we were hoping you might be able to shed some light on what's happening.
I assume we're speaking with somebody.
The ducks. We approached the village. They came out as a group to greet us, and they recognized that we are not from Farfield.
The other thing
Yeah.
you missed was that it actually took us a day to get here, so it's more like the morning instead of the evening.
But is it still, did we miss Wild Day or is it still Wild Day?
It is Wild Day now.
Okay. Fast, intimidate, worried. Okay. What have you asked so far?
So
Or
we
just
just greeted
introduction?
them. They asked what we're doing, and I explained that we've been asked to investigate the death
The attacks.
and the strange occurrences in the area.
Mhm.
And I'll introduce myself and Englar.
Yes. Angro here.
And the chieftain of the ducks, his name is Darvin.
Darvin.
Yep. He has a small band of followers. As you kind of look around, there's maybe a dozen.
So,
Well, buildings
a couple of
for about a
small
dozen
families.
small families, kind of thing.
Oh, a dozen small families. Okay. Can we tell by their runes who they venerate? I'm trying to observe or whatever it's called.
Well, Darvin is obviously a Mahdi, but he may not be initiated.
Bhakti duck. Sounds familiar.
Okay.
Tumacht is god of death.
Yes.
Death and War.
So he's got like death runes.
So Darvin,
Yes.
can you um, share your insights as to what's going on? There appears to be some sort of monster that emerges from the Drake mirror and uh, makes its way over to the village and has been terrorizing them for the last 4 weeks. Have you seen anything, or your people?
We have not seen any monster, but there is something that has been disturbing the waters at night.
At night?
Does it seem to
Huh.
be every night or just a particular day of the week?
Well, the ripplings in the water have been occurring almost every night. But our tree scouts have only felt the ground shake once in a week.
Would that happen to be on Wild Day?
And at that, he'll turn around and he'll quack at some of his followers. He's got 4 guys with him. And after a few moments of conversation, he'll say, "Yes, it seems that is the case."
So for the last 4 weeks, every Wild Day, the ground shakes. Is that at night or at nightfall? When does it happen at night?
Late at night.
Late at night. Okay.
Okay.
Were there any travelers that came through, say 5 weeks to 4 weeks ago?
I have not been informed of any travelers, and I have scouts out in the area patrolling.
Okay. So your scout so your scouts have seen nothing. So um What do you think, Angrilar? Any
Oh,
thoughts?
we could have the nymph take a peek
Okay.
underwater.
Before we do that, though,
Or we can do that. I'm just thinking off the top of my head. Or we can do that tomorrow if we survive the attack.
well, no, I think it's a good idea. We need to do that before tonight. We want to gather any information that we can. Um, but Darvin, um, do you and your kin have any animosity toward Fairfield?
No, though they have been disrespectful to us on the few occasions we've had to interact with them.
Really? And when did that start?
Well, we've only been here a few weeks.
Wait a minute. When did you get here? How long
He
have you
said
been
it was
here?
about 4 or 5 weeks.
We got here in Illusion Week of Dark Season.
All right. I don't have a calendar in front of me. How many weeks ago was that?
Four and a
It's,
half.
so 1,
Okay.
2, 4 full weeks
All right. So that matches up with.
plus.
Arvin, do you know where the the first victim was killed? Ira.
No, we do not.
All right.
We do not even know how many, if anyone from the village has been killed. They do not share such things.
So there have been three victims: a stable hand, a shepherd, Bria, and a farmer. And then there's also been two clan warriors. Did they come to visit you guys? That would have been more recently.
The warriors did, yes.
What do you know? What happened to them?
No, they came and visited us, and we have not seen them since.
Okay. What questions did they ask of you?
Similar questions to what you have asked. What we've heard, if you've heard about any
Okay.
monsters, have you seen anything?
All right. And okay. But you don't know what happened to them either.
No.
All right. Well, the village appears to be in some distress. We're we're setting up some defenses around the village, and it sounds. I get the impression that they're well, none too happy that you're here on the lake. Um, would you be willing to send some assistance to the village to perhaps um, help them realize that perhaps you're not a threat at all?
We are a small group. I do not have any warriors that I would be able to send.
Right. Fair enough. Um, would you be willing to come?
At that, a female duck from the back will walk forward and whisper in his ear. He'll look at her and say, "If that will help our relations, yes, I suppose I can."
What do you think, Anglar? Is that a good idea?
Well, I think it would alleviate the villagers' suspicion of the good ducks here if one of them helps defend the village tonight. Yeah, or at least shows up to say, hey, it's not them because they're here helping.
Okay. If we do this, we have to make sure that he has our protection, and make it clear to the villagers that he's under our protection. But I would hate to have them. We don't know what kind of reception you'll receive. I suspect it would be helpful. I don't get the sense that you're involved in this in any way, from our conversation. Um, so I think it would be helpful.
I am not so optimistic.
Well, let's see how it goes.
See, that's actually a pretty big lake.
Yeah, it's just shy of 5 kilometers across.
It's decent sized. Okay.
All right, well, let's make our return to Harfield. Um,
You don't want to have the
oh, I'm
nymph
sorry.
interrogate, come forward and then maybe query fishes and turtles and lizards and such that are in the lake.
Absolutely. Um, if you want to spare the room point for it, I, I, I think we could get some
If there's a
information there.
monster there, there's a monster there, we know about it, and we get a little description of it. That'd be great. Of course,
Well,
she may have to fight the thing.
well, it's during the day, so yeah, let's do it. Right, we're close to the end of season, so you'll
I
get
got a
your
holy day coming up. Yeah,
yeah. So let's do it.
a minor holy day.
Can you recover your?
I have 3 rune magic points.
Yep. Let's do it.
And I can use 1 to summon the naiad. If I have to, I could use 1 to breathe air and water and go
But
under myself.
you would be alone if you did that.
Yep.
Right. So
And I have
explain
something.
to Darwin what we're going to do and ask him to accompany us.
And what is it you're going to do?
I'm going to summon Naiad and ask her to, first of all, speak with the wildlife in the lake about any strange creatures in there. And if nothing comes up, maybe if given the time that she's available, she's only around for 25 minutes. Maybe she's got the ability to search the lake and find out if there is a monster
I think
in
it's
there.
5 minutes. 25 melee rounds.
But that's why I said best thing to do is have her speak with aquatic stuff in her water domain.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, so I guess I cast inspiration with a water rune
Mm-hmm.
first, and then that adds me with the spirit summoning.
Yep.
Correct.
You're using movement rune to
So
summon,
it's just
right?
a base roll. I can use a movement rune. Yeah, that's higher than a water rune.
We're using the water to augment your movement rune to summon her, correct? That's what we did last time.
Oh, okay. Okay, so I use my water. You walk me through it real
Sure thing.
quick. I roll the base.
The first thing you roll is whatever it is you're using to augment or inspire for your actual roll.
Okay.
So we're using the water rune to inspire your movement rune to summon her. Because you're using the movement rune to summon her.
Okay.
And using the water rune to get a bonus if you can.
Okay. So here comes the water rune, and I fail. Oh.
Okay, so that's a minus 20 on your summoning.
Oh, what a rotten time to roll a 90.
Yeah.
55. Oh, but I succeeded
Okay.
on my movement. I rolled a 47 and I needed a 55.
Yep. Okay. Uh-huh.
That burned.
Okay, so she's there. What do you want to ask her to do?
Rune magic spells
What?
have a duration of 15 minutes.
15. Thank you.
Okay, so it's the summon naiad spell.
Right.
You know, I greet her and ask her to. We've heard reports of a monster that might be lurking in these depths here and attacking local folk, and we'd like to know if there indeed is a monster here. So can you speak with the living creatures here in the lake, or maybe quickly survey the lake yourself to find out if there's something strange in it?
Of course, if that is your wish. And then she'll splash away.
Thank you.
Only doesn't really splash because she's so smooth, right?
Or she just goes back into the water. Yeah, I imagine she's got a pretty good swimming speed or movement speed in the water.
She glides away.
Or she's in the water as a spirit. Used one.
I'm just catching up some stuff here. Hold on.
Yep. 3 rune points. Used one.
Okay. I'm going to need to turn this off.
And 15 minutes go by.
Okay, let me look over here.
And a picture of the naiad. the chat.
Doesn't look right. I need to double check those. Okay. So she's in the water asking all the fishes.
Yep. Fishes and frogs and whatever, turtles and stuff. What's making the waters ripple? Comes out at night. All that stuff. Where is it?
Okay, she'll come up and say that there is something at the bottom of the lake, but they don't know what it is. It does not appear to be a beast of any kind. It does not swim.
Where
But
is
it
this?
has, on occasion, left the lake.
Oh, so it walks out of the lake? That's what they're saying?
Yep.
Did she see it?
No.
Did you want her to go look for it? She was just asking critters.
Right. If there's time, it would be great
Yeah.
if she can go look for it, identify it, and describe what it is. And if it's a sentient being, maybe we can ask why it's, terrorizing the village. If it's not a monster, what is it? Construct of some kind.
I gotta say, Pete, this naiad has been extremely valuable.
Makes Brian think, though. That's what DMs are for. Of course, if we're out in the middle of the plains, I'd be sitting there going, nothing I can do.
Well, we had that experience too.
Sort of like scuba tying his bow and arrow underground.
The disadvantage is that, if you're all physically, you're in a position where you can bribe the DM when you're making him think. Virtually like this, it's a little bit more iffy.
Yeah, it takes her some time, but when she comes back, she says she was not able to find anything.
Man. All right. Okay, so what do we know from this? That there's something in the lake that's not a fish.
That can hide.
So
Bottom of the lake. And they can't
So what
swim.
She's not so great at searching.
that's fine.
Oh, okay. She
You
might
couldn't
just
ask
fail.
one of the fishes to take her to it. Okay, doesn't matter.
It's a
So
big
what is
lake.
the description? What, Pete?
It's a big lake.
Okay, so what is the description that the fishes gave her?
Something large that cannot swim. And
Is it
apparently leaves
alive?
the lake. If it leaves, I don't know. It moves somehow.
The fish, aren't sure. They don't know that kind of a thing. They know that generally it doesn't move, but once a week it will leave the lake. Oh, once every so many days, because fish can't count.
Swim.
Okay. So we've got something that hangs out in the lake,
At the bottom of the lake, they did say that.
at the bottom of the lake.
So if it walks, Maybe when it's walking underwater, that's what causes the top to tremble. The ripples.
Yeah.
Well, somebody can stay here when the water starts rippling. Then we can run back to the village and say, "Okay, it's coming."
So, so Darwin, does the water ripple frequently or infrequently? The
I
impression I got earlier from Darwin was that there was something moving around in the lake on like a daily basis or something. But the fish are telling us that there's something in the bottom of the lake that leaves once a week.
well, you're assuming at least once a week because that's because that matches up with everything else.
Corroborating.
Everything else you've been hearing.
Yeah, that too. So that's what I'm trying to think out.
It's not what you think. It's like this. How often does the water ripple? Weekly, daily, nightly?
It,
We should also look
there's
for
something
tracks.
disturbing the surface of the water. At night. Is it every night? I couldn't say, but there's something that's disturbing them. And
Okay.
that's from Darwin.
Okay. So maybe we've got more than one thing going on here. All right. Um, do we have time to investigate? We lost the map. So between the lake and the village, do we have time to investigate the shore line of the lake between the lake and the village, far field?
Um,
And still get back to the village before nightfall.
how much investigation do you want to do? That's what it would depend on, really.
Okay, so let me put it this way. We will take the amount of time, we will use the amount of time to investigate that area up until the point that we have to leave to get back to the village before dark.
Okay, we're
Um, between the lake and the village, the shoreline between the lake and the village.
okay. Do you want to focus closer to the village, or do you want to focus closer to the lake?
Well, the further away we get from the lake, the more area it's going to have to maneuver. So I would think closer to the lake.
Okay.
Do you have thoughts about that, Pete?
Yeah, if it's exiting the lake, which it's huge, maybe there's some
Yeah.
footprints over there.
That's what I would think.
Something's making the earth shake, so it's got to be
Go ahead and make a search roll.
searching, searching. Oh, I didn't find anything. 97. That's almost a 5, isn't it?
22 out of.
Oh, very good.
I made it.
Okay. So as you were searching on the west side of the lake,
Yeah.
you can find coming up out of the water what look like small ruts.
Whoa.
Someone's back to. You see, are there horse or draft animal footprints around those ruts?
Nope.
Or just been too. It's rained since last week. Ruts.
Wow. Okay.
Hmm.
Do we still have the Naiad?
Not at this point, you wouldn't know. Because
You
she
wanna
would have
go
spent
first?
an amount of time searching.
Okay. Pete, do you want to go for a swim?
I can go for a swim.
So if you encounter anything, run away from it.
Well,
But
I can use some spirit magic. I can do river eyes and breathe air and water, and
Are those
that way I can see.
both spirit magic? I know river.
Oh no, that's breathe air and water is rune magic.
Okay.
You're right.
so my
I can
suggestion,
do river eyes and swim along the surface and look around.
yeah, my suggestion would be to follow the ruts into the lake and see what you can see. But like I said, you're on your own in there because
Well, it's a huge lake. So the middle of the lake is probably a kilometer out there, right?
At least.
well, you've got the ruts to follow.
Yeah, I don't know how. I have to look up river eyes.
I don't know. I don't know that I would go that far. It's probably
You forgot to remember, I have to probably strip down. Can't go in with armor unless I want to walk on the bottom. Then I need to cast the rune magic.
Yeah, river eyes allows you to see through water as if it was air, and vice versa. So
Yeah,
it
so I
eliminates
can
the
see
reflections and refractions.
So I can see a long way.
However, if the water is murky, just like
Right,
air
right.
being foggy or smoky, it will not render that medium transparent. And this water is pretty murky.
Well, I suppose I could just see how far, and if the ruts go very deep, or okay,
yeah,
they go 20 yards, and then as far as you can see. Oh, that's good information we know. But
yeah. I would just follow the ruts as far as you can see them.
Oh, I'm
And
sorry. I was not correct on the murkiness of the water. It's not that murky.
oh, great.
yeah, so maybe I can see to the bottom of the lake if it's not too deep, and go quite a ways.
Yeah, just try to follow the ruts as far as you can go, and maybe we'll see something. Maybe we won't.
From the surface, right?
Yeah,
Then if I see anything down there, I can just maybe take a dive and then
right,
make a decision whether to get the hell out or not.
right.
This book, I don't like the way it's organized, but anyway. So I will strip down to the old loincloth.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'll put an ordinary dagger in there,
Okay.
and then swim. I'll cast river eyes, and then I will swim on the surface, following the ruts as far as I can see them,
Okay.
until they either lead to something or it gets too dark, and they disappear into the murkiness. At that point, I'll turn around and come back. So how do you do swim skills? Is that dependent on the condition of the water, and temperature, and all that, or is it a one
Well,
time?
let's look it up. Because offhand, I am not sure their skills.
Or is it just a movement that I have while and the skill is to prevent myself from drowning and things. So
And swim below the desired direction. The roll is made for every 10 minutes.
Okay. What happens if you fail a swim
Oh, the
check?
roll must be made every 10 minutes or you begin to drown. So if you miss your swimming roll, you start to drown. But you only roll every 10 minutes.
Then you roll again until you succeed?
No, once you start drowning, the rules change. We go to the drowning rules.
Can I inspire myself not to drown? Like, can I use my water rune to inspire me?
You can, however, same scene as you've used that for inspiration.
Oh, I have to use a different inspiring, which means I can be inspired by movement, right?
Sure, yeah.
Here's river ice.
Oh, here's a little clarification. When you fail a swim roll, that means you fail to progress through the water. The next melee round, the player must make a successful swim roll, or we begin drowning.
And then you go to the whatever it is for drowning.
Yep.
So if I succeed, I can swim for 10 minutes.
If the first success is for 10 minutes easy.
Okay. So I'll do and if I do a movement inspiration, then I add 20 to my
Actually,
die roll?
since it's a skill, you don't add 20. I believe it's only 10.
Add 10. Okay, well, that's worth it. 75% chance to get 10. And I rolled a 78. You suck. Oh, well. Oh, this is my best stuff, guys. I'm in the water and I'm trying to swim. Oh, well. They say, you got it. You don't need any help. Oh, okay. All right, I'm stripped down. I'm going to the water.
That was just rune inspiration. Where's the other inspiration?
And I succeed.
You did that time?
Well, I succeeded on my swim check.
Is it a minus 10?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so for the next 10 minutes, that's a long time swimming, right?
It is, yeah.
So you can get pretty far out in the lake with that. And you can see through the lake fairly well. But eventually you're going to get to the point where you're going to lose sight of the tracks. But you do notice that these tracks are making a beeline straight through the lake in the bottom.
You mean towards the deepest part, meaning the bottom?
Well, they're on the bottom, but they're going straight.
A straight line.
Straight line.
Well, the only other thing we can do is see if the ducks have a boat. We could go out to the middle of the lake and look down. I don't know how much time we have. All right, I'll swim back.
You can try, free diving.
Yeah. No,
You're already out there 10 minutes, so.
Worst that happens is I drown and I roll a new character, right?
That's awfully pessimistic.
Well, that's the worst that's happened. That's the best.
Well, you got water breathing as a rune spell, so.
I can always cast that.
Yeah, if you get into crises, yeah.
Good point. Good point.
So,
okay.
Unfortunately, there's nothing I can do to help you other than be encouraging. So I'm
going to
going,
Angrular!
Unfortunately, there's no. I don't know what rune to use to cast. Since I've burned 2 of them.
No, those are for inspirations. If you're going to cast a rune spell, use the appropriate rune.
Oh, okay. All right. Dive. Hey, we'll learn these rules. Why not? I'll take a dive.
That's a swim.
A deep breath and take a dive and see how far. Go down 10 or 20 feet.
Yeah, let's check and see what this talks about. It should be in
Follow
the swim
the
spell,
tracks.
but let me double check.
Swim back to the top. And I'm 30 feet farther out. And Lars says, "You doing okay?" The duck says, "Yeah, I can just paddle out there if you want me to." Give me a hand there, Mr. Duck.
I bet he's pretty good at swimming.
I
In
bet he
fact,
does.
when I see Angrilart make a dive, I'm going to look at the duck and say, I think he's found something. You want to go check it out with him? Quack, 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 quack.
He looks up at you and folds his arms. It's not my problem.
I think you're all in this together, I'll say.
And he'll say, our village has not been trampled.
Why?
Yes, but your neighbors have. And if you want their support, assistance, goodwill in the future, you might well consider that.
We haven't had it in the past. Why would we expect it in the future?
So there's no diving skill, obviously.
No.
It's the swim skill.
Huh?
It's the swim skill.
I guess I'm under duress now. I'm checking that bad boy.
I think it's asphyxiation.
Yeah, page 156. I haven't gotten to that yet because I'm just reading some stuff here on investigating the lake.
When I use a rune to what do you call it? Inspire. Do you get a check mark for that or no? When do you check mark your runes? Okay. Yeah. Here I am.
Okay, so you can hold your breath for the first melee round of immersion. Each second through fifth, you roll con times 5 to
Jeez.
maintain your breath.
That's not very long at all.
Every melee round after that, con is reduced by 1 multiplier.
That's really bad.
So
I have to remember, melee round is 12 seconds.
Yeah.
You swim underwater for 12 seconds. Surface dived. See how deep you can get. Grabbing that 5-pound brick off the bottom of the 12-foot. Surface up and then swim to the shore. That'll wipe you out.
When you do your drown-proofing training, yep.
Life-saving merit badge. That's when I did it.
Yeah. I used to teach lifeguards, so.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Safety. Way back when in the ancient days.
I did much better when I learned to alternate legs doing the frog kick thing.
The scissors kick?
I guess. Yeah, because frog's together, right? This is alternating.
Yeah.
One, the other. To do that made things 10 times easier. Especially when you're dragging people and stuff. Okay, so you go down for one melee round on the first breath just to see what you can see.
Yeah.
Okay. Make a search roll.
I'm sure it's a fail. Close. I failed, though. My search is only a 48 now. It's creeping up slowly. Look around. Where are those ruts?
Okay. When you do swim down, you get pretty close to the bottom of the lake here. It's only about 4 meters deep.
No, that's nothing. You can see that far, I think. In fact, it's like clear air to me with this river eye.
Well, there's lots of plant life on the bottom.
I gotcha. Okay.
You want to do another one?
The ruts are getting swallowed up. Yeah, sure.
Make one more swimming roll to see how long you can stay out there without having to do with issues.
A swim roll.
Yep.
And I fail, so I guess I need to start heading back.
Well, you need to make one more. Now you need to make one more. You need to make this one.
Oh, man. And I rolled a 03. Yep. No problem.
Good to go. Okay.
What? Did somebody grab my leg? What was that?
You never know.
That should be a check mark at that point.
I
Well,
checked swim.
If someone was. Okay, so do another dive and make a scan roll.
Scan or search?
I'm sorry, search.
They're virtually the same for me, but 39, I succeed.
Okay, you do in fact see something down here.
Normal success. Okay. About 12 or
Some
15
kind of a
feet of
structure
water.
with lots of the weeds all wrapped around it kind of thing, right?
Uh-huh. A structure, does it look stone, wooden? Got wheels, sleds? Huh.
Bronze and wood. There are 2 wheels. It's kind of squarish in shape.
Yeah. What in the world could this be? Do I do a... It's not manipulate. Is it a knowledge? A scan
Yep.
roll. Okay. Oh, a 07.
Woohoo!
There are some panels on this thing,
Out
and
of 50.
they are
That's a
curved
special.
with moon and movement runes.
Panels with move and moon.
Yes, moon and movement runes.
That's what we saw. Moon runes at the cave entrance, right?
Yes, that's true.
Were those also movement runes?
No.
I thought it was moon.
Moon, chaos, and moon. We're at the cave.
Yeah. So this is moon.
Moon
and
movement.
Yes.
Movement probably magically moved these things. At the moon, huh?
So are you just looking at it from the surface?
No, he went down.
No, I dove down. So I'm
Oh,
probably... If I went down 12 meters or 12 feet, 3 meters, and it's probably another 3... Would you say another 3 or 4 meters below that?
No, it's only 4 meters deep total. So you can get right down close to it if you want.
Oh. I can actually go down to it and grab onto it, and for 12 seconds I could almost swim around it. What's the basic dimensions? Circumference? Is it like 10 by 10 or 4 by 4? Or... It's on 2 wheels. It's about the size of a cart.
It's 2 wheels?
2 wheels. 2 meters by 2 meters, I guess.
That's what I'm thinking is 2 meters by 2 meters. I believe it's only 2 wheels. Let me double check.
And the height? Does it appear to be a cube or more taller than...
1.5 meters? Almost cube.
1.5 meters. So 2 by 2 by 1.5 meters. And it's got metal plates with moon and movement runes. One last question before I go back up. Does it appear to have a place for something to pull it? Does it have yoke? Or is it just a box on the bottom of the water sitting on wheels?
Let me check. Hold on.
That's very good, Pete.
Let me know when I have to cast a rune and breathe underwater. If I don't come up, Lars is going to get upset.
2 wheels. Was there another question I was trying to look for?
The method for it to be pulled or pushed.
That's right.
If it's nothing obvious, then it's magical, I guess.
There is part of the structure out in front, kind of like maybe a yoke kind of thing, yes.
Yeah, like a yoke. What in the world would they hook up to this to pull it in and out? A water elemental? Huh.
Well, I'm not there. Damn it.
I know. Go back up for another breath.
Okay.
Hey, Lars! How far away am I? A couple hundred yards?
Yeah.
100 yards? I'd scream at Lars, there's a box on wheels down here. Moon and movement runes. I don't know what pulls it in and out of the water, though.
So
I
I'll
will
show
do
back.
one more. Go ahead. Do you have any reply?
Yeah, so I'll show back. What kind of yoke is it? What kind of hitch?
Looks like a yoke, like a
For horses, for oxen, for seahorse? I mean, what kind of yoke?
An elephant.
It's
Yeah,
from what you
elephant,
can see, it's just like a T-bar coming out.
A T-bar, which means probably 2 draft beasts of some kind.
Or maybe it's just a single bar.
One on each side of the.
No, that looks like a single bar. Sorry.
Well,
A single bar coming out.
go take a
Like a wagon, wagon handle. Just a straight bar coming
and
out.
there's
No cross piece, no.
Doesn't have a cross. So it's
I thought there
only
was,
one
but there's
animal.
not.
Like the old chariots, one bar.
there's got to be a hitching mechanism. Go take a look at the hitching.
I'll attempt to go down and then swim around the box, and then look to where the close look at the hitching, yoking.
As he's diving, I'm going to say, "What's in the box?"
I didn't ask. I assume it was 6 closed sides.
Is it open or is it closed? That's an important question.
Let me go look. Now that I know where to go. So that's the 2 questions. Is it an open box or is it a closed box? And then better look, see at how it gets pulled.
It is open, but there's stuff inside.
Oh. To wake them up. Hey, get up.
Let me check something here. Hold on.
There are giants in this world?
Yes, there are.
There are, yes.
Something that just wade into the water and pull it out?
Yeah, well, we'd see footprints. There'd be giant footprints. If it's going to leave a rut. Oh, Brian.
Yeah.
I'm going to look for footprints between the ruts.
There aren't any, no.
Ooh, that's scary.
It's an earth elemental.
Or worse.
Wasn't that what we killed in the cave? That was
There's a
Shadow
moon elemental in the cave. A
elemental
loon.
loon.
That was driving the Damon crazy.
driving at loony.
Yeah, exactly.
A loon elemental. A loon elemental is a moon. Well, this does have a moon on it.
There are actually two different kinds of moon elementals. But you don't know that.
I do now. I just heard it on the wall.
Came across the waters.
That's right.
Oh, so 1 point for River Eyes. I got to spend that, but I get it back in 4 hours anyway, right?
That's true.
Yep.
But that's in 4 hours. Things may happen before then.
Nah, we're gonna go back to the village and wait and wait and wait. There's gonna be makeshift barricades. River Eyes. Ooh, I have glue.
Okay,
What does glue
that's what I
do?
was looking for. Okay, so, excuse me. 2 questions. Open or closed box? It's open. There's things in it. Yoking materials. There's nothing coming off of the post.
Okay.
So somebody just grabs it and pulls it, I suppose.
So, what kind of things are in it?
You gonna look?
Yeah,
Well,
that's what I said.
Angrolar?
What? Yes, I will. Like I said, I'll wake it up.
As you get close, a bony hand reaches out and grabs you. Make a dodge roll.
Bony hand. That was scary.
what the hell?
I fail. I told you. Sea hag. No, lake hag.
Oh, God.
Pull out my daggers. Start wailing away. Push off the box to the surface. Come on.
It is midnight now. Would this be a good place to stop?
I was just going to ask you that.
No.
Cliffhanger!
No.
I couldn't have timed that better myself.
Oh, man.
A bony hand.
A
Arm.
bony hand grabs you. Now you're gonna have to start drowning now, by the way.
It even fits with how Halloween coming in.
Oh, that's true.
That's
Yeah.
Brian probably wasn't looking, but I was doing this.
Yeah, no, I was reading on my stuff.
And then you said, a bony hand reaches out. I went, uh-oh.
You gave me a clue.
Okay. Well, Lars gave me a clue too, so if I get into big danger, I'll just do another rune point and free the water.
Yeah, that's true.
And then I'll just
Yeah.
walk on the bottom of the lake dragging this bony hand with me. You, come with me. That would be cool. Come with me. You know, I'll come out and I'll go, look, Lars.
Look what I
This is what I
found.
found.
And they'll say, oh, wow, that's the missing shepherdess. Does it
Yeah.
definitely look like a skeleton?
Yeah, it
Or
does.
just, oh, okay.
All covered with weeds and various other underwater
Rattle.
plants.
A death rattle. Well, very cool.
Yeah. I think so.
All right. Well, I'll be better prepared for next week. Well, in 2 weeks.
Well, seems like you're pretty prepared this way.
Oh, I was driving me crazy because I've tried to print this out beforehand, and the first 3 pages didn't print out. And
I don't know if
record,
they
I
had,
can't
did they
do
have
the
stuff in there for,
PDFs.
did they have stuff in there for a party to do searching the lake like we are?
Oh yeah. Uh-huh.
Or is it all? Oh, okay, good. Said, boy, Brian's doing a good job improvising here.
I'm spending way too much time reading. That's the problem.
Cool. All right.
This is
Alrighty.
pretty cool.